Hello friends and welcome back to my channel. My name is Liv and today's class is a relatively challenging sequence. It's mainly focusing into the hips, so lots of hip openers, and then using those open hips we've got some fun arm balances to try and maybe even a arm balance transition for you to give a go. Remember, classes aren't about nailing everything perfectly, they're about practicing. So if there's a few parts of this class that you find super challenging, that's perfectly okay. Having a couple of blocks for the arm balances will make them a little bit more accessible, so if you have two, grab them and let's get started. So we'll start in a cross-legged position. Take a moment to have a little shuffle to find a comfortable place to settle on your sit bones. Think of finding length in your torso, lift out through the chest. Take a soft roll back of the shoulders as you then let the hands rest into your lap, closing your eyes and just giving yourself that moment to settle, to feel ready and to focus. Just start to watch the movement of your own breath. Draw it in through the nose. Let it move back out through the nose. And just take a few rounds like this, feeling the body become still. Feeling the breath settle. And just feeling that sense of calm. Allow the breath to get a little stronger, a little more purposeful. So you're taking a nice full breath in and filling the lungs, creating space. And a full breath out, maintaining that calm, soft sensation. Lovely. And just think of this breath as something that you want to try to maintain as you move through the sequence. With your next breath in, let your arms expand wide out beside you, so you're really broadening across your chest. And as you exhale, right arm comes on top of left as we wrap the arms into eagle arms, palms together if they will. Use the inhale to lift the fingertips to the sky, lift the chest a little bit as well as you look up. And as you exhale, elbows towards your belly, chin towards your chest, so like a seated cat and cow with eagle arms. Inhale, lift the fingertips, push the elbows away from you. Exhale, elbows towards belly, allow the back to round. Good, one more. Inhale, push elbows up, push elbows away. And exhale to draw them in towards your belly, broaden the shoulder blades. Good, as you draw the elbows back towards neutral and the chest is forwards, take one more breath in, find length in the body. This time as you exhale, let those elbows either come to rest onto the mat in front of you. If that's too far away, bring a block in and let your elbows rest onto the block. The shoulder blades are nice and broad and then nice and steady wherever your hands are. Just think of them lowering a little bit towards the mat. Doesn't matter how far they go. They can go all the way if that's available to you, but you're really broadening across your upper body as you fold forwards and feeling the openness into the hips. Take one more deep breath in, feel that back body round. And then breathing out, draw the hands towards you, lift the chest and unravel your arms. Switch the cross of your legs so the other leg is in front. Take a nice deep breath in, broaden out through those arms, squeeze the shoulder blades together. And as you exhale, left arm comes on top of right as you come back to that eagle bind. Inhale, fingertips rise, elbows push away. Exhale, elbows to belly, broaden the shoulder blades. Inhale, lifting up, push the way from you. Exhale as you round, chin to chest. Good, breathing in and breathing out. Nice guys, draw the arms back towards center. Take one more breath in to create length in your body. And as you exhale, the elbows come forwards either onto the mat or onto a block as you allow your torso and your body weight just to fold over the legs. Same as before, you can take those palms and think of them moving a little closer towards the mat. Doesn't need to be a long way. It's just that feeling of them moving away from your forehead. Take a deep breath in and a full breath out. Great, releasing that, draw yourself all the way up, bring your feet out onto the mat in front of you and a little bit wider than your hips, knees to the sky so the knees are generously bent. Reach your arms forwards and sit the chest nice and tall so you're using your core to stay upright here. From this position, I want you to press your knees away from you so you're rolling onto the little toe edge of your feet. And now squeeze your thighs towards each other. The knees do not need to touch, but you're squeezing them in. Again, press them wide, roll onto the knife edge. And then squeeze them in. Think of pressing down through the inner arch of your foot. Good. One more. Inhale, push them wide, keep the body tall. And exhale, squeeze them in. Good. Bring those feet that little bit closer, and your hands, your two-piece fingers, can come to hold onto your big toes. Keep that chest nice and broad. Squeeze the shoulder blades towards each other. Walk the heels back until you find a point of balance, and can you lift those heels away from you? So basically a happy baby pose, but balancing on your bum. Use the strong pull of the arms to think of sending knees towards armpits. Press the heels slightly forwards as the toes flex back towards you. Great. Hold it here, inhale. Now keep everything just as it is, but let go of those feet and the arms come to the inside of the thighs. That makes a big difference. Think of your knees squeezing in towards your elbows press back towards your knees. Keep that nice strong tension between those 2 points for 3, for 2, good guys, for 1. Curl your heels underneath, roll your way over and into a tabletop position. From tabletop, tuck the toes behind you, hips rise to the sky as we come into down dog, where you're very welcome to take that pedal of the legs, sway of the hips, maybe a little sway into the shoulders, let the head hang heavy, just let everything feel a little more fluid here. Find a nice long feeling of the arms as you press the floor away from you, roll the sit bones tall, feel that length in the back of the legs. Find a moment of stillness, breathe in and breathe out. Good, 2 more, inhale, exhale, and last one. Good. Now bringing your gaze forwards to roughly your thumbs, or a little further if it's available to you. I want you to load the springs of your legs to bend your knees. We're going to hop forwards and land into a malasana. So your feet are going to land wide. I want you to land as softly as you can as you then reach your arms forwards and drive your thighs wide. So your elbows are not going to help you. Now I want us to do that movement a couple more times to see how much lift we can get into our hips and how softly we can land. So simply place your hands back down, return yourself into down dog. Use your inhale to look forwards. Use the exhale, bend the knees, hips high to the sky, maybe clap your feet together, land into that malasana, arms forwards. Give it one more go. The first ones, it always takes a little bit of time for your body to feel brave to hop. Look forwards as you inhale. On the exhale, bend those knees, hop hips to sky, maybe clap those feet and land into your malasana. Arms are reaching forwards, thighs are driving wide, weight towards the little toe edges of your feet, and your chest is nice and proud. Holding here, inhale and exhale. Good. Use an inhale, press into the feet, rise all the way up to stand, reach out through your fingertips, and then exhale, return your arms alongside your body and just bring your feet a little more narrow. I want you to keep your feet wider than your hips and your toes are pretty much forwards, maybe slightly outwards, but not a long way outwards. Use the inhale, arms reach back to the sky. On the exhale, come back towards malasana, but don't let the elbows touch the thighs. Only go as low as you need to. It's kind of like a squat. Use the inhale, forward fold. Push the sit bones to the sky. The knees can stay soft. Head hangs freely. And as you exhale, bum back towards the heels. Hands in front of you. Don't let the arms touch the thighs. Inhale, rise up to stand. Reach through fingertips. Same again. Exhale, bum towards heels. Press the thighs wide. Inhale, hips to the sky, hands to the floor, forward fold. Exhale, bum to the heels, lift the chest forwards. Inhale, rise to stand, arms alongside ears, feel that hollow feeling in your belly. One more like that as you exhale, drop your hips low, press into the outer edges of feet. Inhale, hips to the sky, fold over your legs, press the thighs backwards. And exhale as you drop your way down into the hips. Good. From there, place your hands down to the floor. Right foot is going to step all the way to the back of the mat into a lizard lunge. So 2 hands on the inside of the foot. Knee is staying quite close to left shoulder as you press that right heel away from you. Now you're welcome to stay here or taking it that little bit further, your hands are going to walk off in a diagonal direction to the right side. So you might stay here, turning away from the left knee. You might then choose to take those hands a little further away from you. Press the left knee away from you now. You might even be able to roll onto the knife edge of that foot. Option to drop the back knee if you'd like to make it a little less hard. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Great, last one, inhale. On the exhale, draw your hands back in so that you've got some control. Walk yourself round to the right side of the mat and turn all toes with you so you're in a wide-legged position. With the inhale, the spine feels long, the chest pulls forwards. And as you exhale, allow the body to fold that little bit further. Think of pressing the sit bones to the sky, root down through outer edges of your feet as you engage your quads to help the hamstrings lengthen. Breathe in. And breathe out. Great, one more inhale. As you exhale, come to like a halfway lift, so fingertips to the floor. Your body is now parallel with the mat. I want you to keep the body parallel with the mat, keep your gaze down. You're going to bend your right knee, push your knee wide, think of your bum going back, so it's like a side squat, all the way off towards the right, and then come all the way over to your left foot, push the sit bones back, push the knee wide, keep the torso parallel to the mat. Again, walk yourself to the back of the mat, drive the knee wide, get low towards the inner thigh like you would for lizard, and all the way back over to the left foot. Good. This time as you come back to the right foot, turn the toes slightly away from you. You're coming all the way down towards Skandasana, so sit bone towards the right heel, left toes to the sky. Depending on how this is in your hips, you might be falling over. Left hand can go behind you for support, so you can really help this right arm. Drive the right knee wider to get into this hip. If you're not using your left hand for balance, you may want to try taking it to the sky as those right fingertips step out. Reaching out, breathe in, press down through left heel. Breathing out. Great. Take one more breath in. As you breathe out, the hands are onto the mat in front of you. You're going to walk yourself back to the top of the mat. Drop this right knee as you do. So now you've got two hands kind of back where you started and the right knee is onto the floor. This left foot, you're going to pick up and send the toes to the sky. And as you inhale, heel towards bum, lift your chest. And as you exhale, knee and nose, see if they can tap together under the body as you round your spine. Same again. Inhale, toes up, heel in, lift your chest. Exhale, rounding the spine, draw the thigh to the belly. Great. Last one. Inhale, lifting. And exhale as you round. Hold this leg nice and close to your torso. Push the body away. Push the floor away, excuse me. Left toes, tuck them under and press them down next to your right knee. Your right toes are tucked under. So as you push back, you're going to come to sit onto your right heel. Toes are tucked. We're going to come towards a toe stand. So I want you to lift this right knee off of the mat. Find the point of balance of your sit bone just to be right next to your heel, inside or outside, your choice. Arms to do whatever feels helpful for balance. My preference is alongside my body. I'm going to let this left foot move a little bit forwards. And can I find a point of balance where I can reach those toes away from me? This is super hard, guys. I am not a toe stand expert, but can you find a moment of balance? Now from here, reach your arms forwards. Can you drop your heel down and land into a pistol squat? Now, perhaps you fell to your bum. Don't worry if you did. See if you can find a point of balance in the pistol squat, maybe right hand behind you to help you hold here for a moment. Take a full breath in, holding what you have. And as you exhale, let your bum come to the floor. I've come off the back of my mat. You can shuffle forwards if you did. From there, left hand is going to step just behind you. Use an inhale to lift your hips to the sky. Come up onto the ball of the right foot as you find Wild Thing. Right arm reaches alongside the ear. Inhale. And exhale. Great. One more breath in. On the exhale, pop your bum back down towards the floor. Take this right foot, cross it over to the other side of the left, right hand to come behind you. Use an inhale, the left arm is rising high to the sky. And as you exhale, hook the elbow around the thigh, twisting to look over right shoulder. The hand behind you is helping keep your torso nice and tall. Press down through your sit bones, press the leg and the thigh together. Inhale. And exhale. Great. One more inhale. And then draw yourself back towards center. Pick up this right foot and bring it back on its own side of the leg. Now from here, interlace your hands to make a little basket, a little cup shape. I want you to thread this right foot through the little basket you've made, so through your arms, and then kick it to the sky as straight as you can make it. You're not holding on to that foot. You're going to thread it back through the hands, kick it forward, sit tall, but don't put it down. Same again, thread it through the hands, kick it to the sky, get it as straight as you can, and thread it all the way back through, kick it forwards, hold it off the mat. This time as you thread it through, I want that little basket of your hands to hold the sole of your foot or the heel, your choice. This time you can hold the foot. As you press it to the sky, keep that chest nice and tall, drawing the leg that little bit closer towards the body. Inhale and exhale. Great, take one more breath in. And a full breath out. Good. So we're going to come from here towards an arm balance, and you can have your blocks. We'll take it a little bit slower here, guys. We're going to bend this right knee as we bury the right arm underneath the thigh. So you're going to put this right leg on like a backpack. You're getting it as high up your shoulder as you can before then clamping down to keep hold of it. So strong through that leg. I've run out of space because of my sofa, so I'm just going to turn a little bit. From here, we're going to come towards elephant trunk pose. So your hands are going to come down just in front of your hips. You're going to broaden your shoulder blades round your back, strong through this left leg to suck in towards the body. Can you find a little bit of lift to elephant trunk? This might be where you pause, and this might be where you stay and try and hold some balance. Just give it a little moment, play with it here, guys. If you want to take that play a little bit further, you could see if you can transition this elephant trunk arm balance towards flying lizard. Now, transitioning to 8 angle is a much more common transition, but we don't like common things today. We're going to try the transition towards flying lizard. So this right leg, just as it was, is clamping hold nice and tight. We're going to lift the left leg off the mat. Can you then bend the leg in, thread it out behind you as your right heel pulls towards your belly, and then lift those left toes to the sky. From there, if you can actually exit with control, then you're doing extremely well. Otherwise, you can sit your bum down. And like I say, having your hands onto blocks just brings you that little bit further. Need to catch my breath, guys. Brings you a little bit further away from the floor to find space for that transition. We're going to move through the flow on the other side before we come to it again on the other side, so you've got time to get your breath back. Draw your heels towards your bum. I've not. I've got to keep talking. Roll your way all the way over and find your hips back into the sky and into down dog. Take a nice full deep breath in and a slow breath out. Good. Again, inhale and exhale. Great. Use the inhale to look forwards beyond the fingertips. You're going to load the springs of the legs. Think of sending your hips high towards the sky. Clap your feet in the sky. And can you land nice and softly into a malasana? Once you've got there, arms are forward, drive the thighs wide. Take a nice full breath in. On the exhale, hands come down, left foot steps back and into lizard. So you can just bring this right foot a little bit more onto the mat if it's off. Chest is pulling forwards, left glutes are nice and strong. And then from here, going off in that diagonal direction, left hands go off towards the left side. You can even walk them further away from you if you have the space, and you can drive that right knee wide. Breathing in and breathing out. Great. Take a full inhale and a full exhale. As you draw your hands back underneath your shoulders, this time we're walking around towards the left side. Turn all of your toes to face the same direction and into that wide-legged position. The inhale creates length in the spine, ribs pull away from hips. And as you exhale, fold, let your hands either press against the mat, or if you'd like to hold onto your outer ankles and give yourself a little assistance into the fold, then do go ahead. Breathing in and breathing out. Good. Take one more. Good. And then use the inhale. Find that halfway lift onto your fingertips. We're going to do that side to side sort of surfing feeling. So bend your left knee, push your bum back, push your left knee wide. Outer edges of feet stay down. And then walk all the way over to the right leg, doing the same on that side. Press the knee wide, sink towards the inner thigh. Good. One more each side. Walk your way over to the left. And then walk your way over to the right. I keep my back to you while I film this, guys, because otherwise I get so confused in my lefts and my rights. Walk your way back to the back of the mat. We're coming to Skandasana. Left toe is going to point a little bit further away, so you're sort of more on a diagonal foot. Sit bone towards that left heel, right toes to the sky. And then depending on how your mobility in the hips and the ankles are here, because that's very determining of whether or not you can do this pose, right hand can help you for a little bit of support. If you don't need that hand, you're welcome to extend through the arms, but you're not missing out on much if you'd rather just leave your fingertips to the floor. Breathing in and breathing out. Great. Take one more. Use that left elbow, drive the knee wide. And then as you exhale, hands are onto the mat. You're going to walk your way back to the top of the mat, drop your back knee down and into a sort of tabletop distance. Don't have that back knee too far away, because then your right foot, pick it up, toes to the sky, heel to your bum. So you're in this sort of tabletop position. Exhale, knee and nose or knee and chest, rounding through the spine. Inhale, lift it back up, engage through your bum, lifting the toes. Exhale as you round and pull the leg under. Good. Last one, breathing in. And then breathing out, hold the knee towards the nose, round through the spine, push the floor away, tuck the left toes, the right toes come down next to the left knee as you push your way back to sit onto your left heel. You're like, oh yes, I remember where we went now. We had that horrible toe stand. Lift your left knee. Try and find that point of the underside of the thigh sitting onto the back of the heel. Move those right toes a little bit forwards. Arms doing whatever is helpful. Keep nice and strong through your core, nice and upright with your chest. Can you extend that leg away from you? Being still is not a requirement, as you can see. And then from there, think of your weight tipping forwards. Can you control your heel to drop to the floor? Maybe catch your foot as you potentially find a pistol squat. Otherwise, left hand behind you. See if you can hold your body or assist your body into this shape. Take one more breath in. And then allow yourself to plop to the floor if you're not already. Need a longer mat? Shuffle yourself a little bit forwards. Right hand is going to go to the floor behind you. And as you inhale, lift your hips off the mat, pull onto the ball of the back foot, left arm alongside the ear as you rise to Wild Thing, finding that nice open feeling in the front body. Hold it there. Inhale. And then softly, bum comes back to the floor. Take this left foot, cross it over to the other side, root down through both sit bones, root down through the sole of this foot. Right arm rises to the sky, breathe in. As you breathe out, hook the elbow around the thigh, twist the look over left shoulder, and find lots of length in the body. Inhale. Exhale. Great. One more here. Wonderful. As you undo the twist, come back towards center, bring this left foot onto its own side. Create your little basket. And knowing that having long arms makes this a little bit more accessible. Although having long legs as well, it's hard for most people. Thread the foot through the hands, kick it to the sky, get it as straight as you can, up with your chest. And then thread it back through, kick it forwards, don't put it down, lift. Again, thread through, kick up, straighten the leg. I like to flex, you can point if you like. Thread it back through and kick it forwards. Good. Last time, this time as you come through, take hold of either the heel or the sole of the foot and press the leg to the sky. And notice how much nicer a passive stretch is than an active stretch, which is exactly what we're doing now, passive stretch. Lift out through the chest. If you've got a little bit more range that you want to move into, you can bend those elbows and bring the leg a little closer. You could also experiment with pointing the toe. Gives a nice ankle stretch. Inhale. And exhale. Good. So, ready for the big boy. This left leg in the sky, you're going to put it over your left shoulder. Get it as tall up that shoulder as you can. The higher up your arm you can get it, the more space you can find underneath your body. And obviously this is an element of flexibility. Therefore, it's definitely a pose and transition where more flexibility will make the work a little bit easier for you, but not easy. So clamp hold with that left leg, really hold tight. Both hands come just in front of your pelvis. Don't go too far forwards, just in front of pelvis. Right leg is very strong. You're gonna think of sucking it in towards the hip. Can you rise to your elephant trunk? Either stay here or work on this pose, or the right leg in front of you. Can you thread it underneath your body? Left heel towards your belly as your chest comes forwards. Can you reach those right toes towards the sky behind you? Whether or not you can thread it all the way back through, oh, that's hard. And plonk your bum back down. Find somewhere to be still, to breathe. And once you've landed, crash landed or elegantly landed, your choice, let yourself have some space on the mat behind. Arms are going to reach forwards. Slowly allow yourself to unravel, drawing the body down to the floor. Once you're there, give the knees a nice little hug in. Give yourself a little squeeze, maybe a little rock. And then from there, both legs fall off towards the right side of your mat as your left arm reaches in the opposite direction. If you want a little bit of a deeper twist, you might enjoy extending the right leg towards the top of the mat. Breathe deeply into the belly. Find softness and release on the breath out. Great, legs can come all the way up, all the way over to the other side. Right arm extends, your choice. If you want to turn your head towards it, that can feel nice. But I encourage you to close your eyes. And just feel your body start to settle. Great, roll yourself back onto your back. Find some space to release those legs, to step the arms alongside you. Take one final full breath in. Feel that expanse of your rib cage. Hold it at the top. And then as you exhale, let the breath go and let the body go with it. Feel a nice heaviness of your limbs. Feel a wave of softness wash over the body. Just allow yourself these few moments with a well-deserved rest for both mind and body. Notice how the breath starts to move a little slower, a little more shallow. Feel as the heart beats a little less hard, a little less fast. And before you allow yourself the deep breath to awaken, just take a moment to feel your body here, to feel how good it feels. Maybe feel a smile creep across your face. Then take that deep breath in and reawaken the physical body. You can draw the knees towards your chest as you give yourself a little hug. And then in your own way, find your way all the way back to seated. Find a nice softness of the arms to the lap and a looseness of the face and shoulders. Your final breath in reaches the arms back to the sky. And your final breath out lowers the hands towards the belly and the chin towards the chest. Thanks so much for practicing with me, my friends. I hope you enjoyed the class. If you'd like to get your teeth a little more into the world of arm balances, check out the offerings on my website of workshops and on-demand classes where I have a whole range of arm balances that I can guide you through. Enjoy your day.